What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Will back with another video, and today, we got another interesting video topic. Now, welcome back to my channel, guys. I got another good topic. I said topic. Whoa, what am I doing? Topic to bring up to you guys. Do you guys think this Cleveland Browns defense, and are we expecting this Cleveland Browns defense to show up on the road in the postseason? Now, y'all see this nice shirt I got on. It's my brand. You know, it's called Dead Fig, mean gifted backwards. Shout out Dead Fig at deadfig.store. But hit that like and subscribe button. I just want to get into this video with y'all. Do we still have concerns about this Cleveland Browns defense on the road? As we know, the team has struggled to defend teams on the road in certain scenarios, majority in the early part of the season. It was kind of hard for them to replicate, especially the stuff that they do on the road versus what they do at home. Probably up until I want to say, they had a couple of bad road performances. I think their worst road game really was, you had that Seattle game, that Denver game, and that Rams game. Had a really bad game against the Rams. Can this team be trusted, and can this defense be trusted on the road against that? Now, it's a couple of factors that's going to go into this. One of the biggest factors is that the defense being bad on the road, and that, that whole little controversy with that is a little bit overrated. I don't necessarily feel like the defense is bad on the road. They had a couple of times where they had bad quarterback play. When this team has good quarterback play, they look like one of the best teams, if not the best team in football. Period, point blank. When the Cleveland Browns get decent quarterback play, usually as a whole and as a unit, they look like the best team in football. But when there's subpar quarterback play, when there's a lot of turnovers in the red zone, not red zone, but, turnovers in short field situations, and then defense is put into, hey, try to force them to 3, they got the ball on the 30. Let's go. Then, that's when touchdowns get scored on, and then it looks like the Browns defense gave up 30 points on the road to the Rams, which they did. Gave up 38 to the Colts. Gave up 24 in the last-minute touchdown draw to Geno Smith. But an interesting thing and a big thing to keep in mind in all those games that they did have bad road performances, those games, they still created turnovers. And in those games, a large part, the offense turned the ball over and put them in certain bad situations. The offense turned the ball over. It's just a regular road game in a regular season. The defense isn't motivated. Now, why is the defense so good at home? At home, it's jacked, it's pumped, hyped up. I think they're more amped up, ready to go. I don't necessarily think it's more of I think they tackle harder, they hit harder, they play harder at home. They play harder when they believe in their quarterback. For those that, hate Deshaun Watson, for better or for worse, when Deshaun Watson was out there and they believed in Deshaun Watson, they played some of their best football. I don't honestly think they had a bad defensive performance with Deshaun Watson at quarterback. Every game they had the Pittsburgh game, the Bengals game, the Titans game, the Cardinals game. Every game that Watson played in was essentially a blowout besides the Pittsburgh game, and we all know what happened there. So, and then we got Joe Flacco. All Joe Flacco's good games. What was Joe Flacco's good game? The Bears. The Bears game, they gave up 3 points. Joe Flacco threw essentially 2 pick sixes. The Jaguars game, those were like garbage time numbers. That really did, they really shut the Jaguars down for the large part. The Texans game, garbage time numbers. They really shut the Texans down. I think they gave up 7 points to the Texans. So as of late, I think their last defensive performance was really against the Rams. When the Rams was red hot, it was Joe Flacco's first game. And it was a game all the way up into the fourth quarter, and then Joe Flacco did what he did, throwing that turnover, and the game got away from him. So it's been a very long time, almost over a month. Well, it's been actually over a month since they had a bad defensive performance, since they gave up multiple touchdown scores, since they gave up more than 21 points. I think it's been, as far as like the defense giving up actual points, I think it's been like a little bit over a month since they've done that. So I'm expecting them to keep that same level of play throughout the playoffs, no matter who they play. As long as Joe Flacco isn't putting them in terrible situations and the offense isn't fumbling the ball in short yardage situations, I fully expect the defense to still keep teams under about 21 points. There's no really offense left in the playoffs that would give me problems outside of the Dolphins. And after watching the Dolphins lose to the Bills, I don't know if they'll be that much of a problem. Now, you got to worry about guys like Tyreek Hill. Got to worry about Tyreek Hill. Got to. But outside of Tyreek Hill, the Dolphins' offense really isn't, like, fearful. I think as far as the Browns' defense goes, it's going to come up to, X factors and how they're going to shut certain problems down. For example, we used to play the Texans. How are you going to stop C.J. Stroud? You play the Ravens, Lamar Jackson. You play the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. You play the Bills, James Cook, Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen. That's what it's going to come down to. Now, what is this Browns defense tailored to stop the most? Probably it would be like more of go in an aspect of first they're going to shut down the wide receiver. They got some of the best corners in general. One of the best, if not the best secondary in the league. And then, they got guys like Myles Garrett out there rushing the password. I said password, but guys out there like rushing the passer and getting on the quarterback. So that'd be a way to stop a guy like Lamar Jackson and stop a guy like a C.J. Stroud. Put your hands on them, get physical, get up in their face, get pressure with four, and then use your back end, that good secondary to lock down and shut guys down. But it's not necessarily an offense that's gonna put up. I think the Rams is probably, you put the Rams in the AFC, the Rams probably is the most explosive outside of Baltimore, maybe the most explosive offense right now. So I'm not too super worried about the Browns defense going up against who they have to play in the AFC. Because it's just really like a lot of good, solid football teams left. Buffalo, they can win multiple ways. They got Josh Allen, James Cook, Stephon Diggs. The Dolphins is essentially Tyreek Hill or bust. The Chiefs is essentially Travis Kelce and Pat Mahomes or bust. And then, Baltimore Ravens got that defense and they got that quarterback. So that's really what it's going to come down to. I'm not too really worried about, our defense in the playoffs. I think everything is really going to come down to if Joe Flacco could continue his he don't even have to be elite. Like, if he's just a decent quarterback and Amari Cooper, David Njoku, they're doing what they're doing to get the offense to put up points and putting the defense in better situations where they're not in short yardage situations, I think there's no reason that this Cleveland Browns can't compete with anybody, and I think they can compete with anybody. It's going to come down to if they can start Lamar Jackson. That's how I really see it. That's my opinion and take on it. Now, I can't be wrong, but I think it's going to come down to if they can stop certain key players. You got a guy at every position that you can throw at one of these superstars that's left in the playoffs. But quarterback is the one X factor that you really can't, like, we got a guy that can go out there and guard Travis Kelce. We got a guy we could put on Stephon Diggs. We got the defense to put on to shut down the James Cook. Tyreek Hill, maybe we got the guy. But Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Pat Mahomes, C.J. Stroud, those type of guys, it's quarterbacks. So it's going to really come down to the defense ability to minimize the the difference in the quarterback level of play, and if Joe Flacco can keep up with some of these guys and can keep playing at that high rate that he's been playing at. So I do think that we'll be okay. I do think that, like I said, this defense is going to be able to show up on the road as long as everybody in. It's a whole team thing. Like, it can't just be one side of the football playing good and the other side being dragged through the process. So that's my thoughts and my opinion on it. You guys comment down below how confident on a scale of 1 to 10 you are in the defense getting through and being able to compete in the playoffs at a high level. Like I said, I really don't see an offense in the AFC that has a multiple weapons that really, like the Rams have multiple weapons. They got Matt Stafford playing good, Kyron Williams, Puka, and Cooper Kupp. I don't really see another offense. Maybe you can make a case for the Bills, but I don't really see that. I don't see that. So you guys comment down below. Is there a certain team that really puts fear into you that you feel like this team can't beat? But I don't really think so. I think we should be fine. But hopefully this video don't look dumb in a month from now. But I'm out. Just wanted to drop this for y'all. More videos to come, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. It's your boy Will. Peace.